It's about touching the lives of others. And the only way you can do that is be a well-rehearsed speaker and then get out there and deliver it and do your best.
If you're a business owner, then you know that public speaking is essential to getting your message out to more people. And I am so honored to be speaking with Arvi Robinson today. She is the Master Speaker Trainer, and we've got some amazing tips for you today. Arvi, I'm excited to dive into this. What is your first tip to help business owners effectively use public speaking?
First of all, get trained. Just because we can speak as business owners doesn't make us public speakers. So the best thing you can do is get trained. Even if you've got trained years ago, public speaking has changed over the years. And now that we've gone virtual, it is a lot different. So get trained, stay up to date, and that's the best advice I can give. So that's tip number one, get trained.
In the experience that you have, which is so much experience in this area, do you find that a lot of people just want to go out on their own without having that training? What is the resistance to training that people have?
Well, the resistance is because they think that they're good speakers already and that they don't need to get trained, but they don't know how to structure a speech. They don't know how to build rapport with their audience. They don't know how to begin the speech. And so what they tend to do is just give a lot of information, kind of like a fire hose of information, without sandwiching it between trust and rapport and the close.
And that's now getting into the meat and potatoes of it, right? It's right. When you are trained, you understand these strategies. So that's fantastic. So let's talk about tip number 2. And this is one that's near and dear to my heart as well. Tell us what number 2 is.
Start with an attention grabber. Instead of, and I mean a powerful one, something that'll grab your audience's attention in 3 seconds. So there's 3 that I teach. One is enrolling questions, which gets the audience to participate, and that works both live and in the virtual world. 2 is start with a staggering statistic. That's kind of hitting the pain point. Or 3, that is a declaration of your own or your own truth. So let me give you a couple examples. One of my audiences, I might raise my hand and say, how many of you want more clients? How many of you not only want more clients, you want a lot of clients? And you get them to raise their hand. Now, if you're doing it on video, then you're not going to have people raise their hands, but you can still ask them a question to get them thinking and get their brain to answer it. And statistics, that should be staggering, which means a big statistic. It should be current because there's somebody listening that's probably up to date. And then it should be, of course, true and odd. Odd numbers sell better than even numbers. So it might be something like 83.5% of all businesses go out of business in the first 3 years. So that's a good example of a statistic. And the last one I love, this is one of my favorites because it's a statement of declaration, but what it means is it's your truth. So it's whatever you believe to be true. So I might stand up and say, you have 3 seconds to grab your audience's attention. And it's nothing anybody told me, it's what I've learned myself.
And now this is another one that a lot of people struggle with because it involves digging a little deeper into your own experience. Tell us what number 3 is.
Stories. You must have stories to your speech. And there's 4 stories that I teach people that they need to have in their signature talk. And typically a signature talk is anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. And that's the talk that will set you up as an expert in your field and to get you the business that you want. When it's a shorter time, then there's only 1 story. If you only have 5 minutes, maybe you only have time for 1 or 2. But the 1 story that you always need to put in your speech, no matter how short or long it is, that is your professional story. That's the story about how you got to be where you are today. That's the one that earns you the right to be talking about your topic. It's so important just to let them know you're an expert, and it gives you that credibility, and people go, okay, now I'm listening. The other 3 stories are this. You want success stories, which are testimonials. You want emotional stories, funny stories, little funny stories of things that might have happened to you or something that might have happened to a client or a friend. Those really can relax people and open the hearts. And then the last one is a story with a lesson. And we don't tell people the lesson. Typically, that's a little longer story, but we don't tell people the lesson. We let them figure out the lesson, but it can be very powerful. And all these stories, what they do, they open the hearts of your listeners. And I believe if there's an open heart, there's a direct line to the pocketbook.
And that is $1 million
Idea.
tip right there. I love that. And listen, I just wanted to also just mention that there aren't just 5 tips. We're sharing 5 of them here.
Right.
There are so many more tips, which is why you need to get in touch with Arvi and really dig into her world. But number 4 is really crucial for those who want to, again, lead to the money. What is number 4?
Invitation. And some people in business call it a call to action. I like to call it an invitation because it is. It's an invitation to do business with you. It's an invitation to take the next step with you. So you need to provide an invitation. If you just gave a 30-minute speech, and that might open somebody's heart, it might make them aware, it might give them a little tiny breakthrough, but it's not going to create the transformation that leads to permanent change that they really want. So that needs to be done by you offering a service, a coaching program, something that happens over time, a workshop, whatever it is. And it happens over time and it leads them to the permanent change. So don't think of it like you're selling something. You would be doing a disservice if you didn't offer them a way to get more. It's just an invitation. They can either take it or leave it. So you're not really selling anything. You're inviting them to get more of you, to take the next step with you, to have that transformation that they want. So always have an invitation or a call to action of some kind every single time you speak.
Yeah, I love that. I think that tip puts people at ease and people think, oh, I got to sell. It's not really about selling at this point. We're really building that sense of connection. And it leads to the last point in this video, at least, which is really crucial. And it all comes full circle back to the beginning, but they're tied together. What's number 5?
Practice. practice. See, the more you practice, the more confidence you will get, the more better you will be. So I recommend that you practice 1 hour for every 2 minutes of presentation. So that means for a 30-minute speech, that's 15 hours. Now think of how much more confident you'll be, how much more self-assured you'll be, how much more you'll be able to stay on time, stay on point, and deliver a powerful speech. I always recommend that people become the script. So it's not memorization. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you're practicing, you're rehearsing out loud like an actor. You're hearing yourself speak. You're making notes, you're stopping, you're making notes, you're saying, okay, this is good. You're being open to new ideas. And if you do that, then when you step on that stage, you will be free. You will actually have more freedom. You will be free from your script, free from any notes, and free to add something spectacular as the Spirit moves you. So there might be a story that someone in the audience needs to hear that you weren't even planning on sharing, but you're open, you feel it, and you're open to it, and then you share it. And now that's what a speech is all about, making impact. It's about touching the lives of others. And the only way you can do that is be a well-rehearsed speaker and then get out there and deliver it and do your best.
And we're only scratching the surface, which is what is amazing about all of these tips. There is so much more to learn. How do people get in touch with you, Arvi, if they want to learn more about you?
Oh, you can always email me at arvie@arvierobinson.com, and that's spelled ARVEE@ARVEE Robinson.com. Just reach out to me. Also, you can reach out to me on any and almost all social media platforms. I'm there. I'm everywhere. So Facebook, LinkedIn. Those are the 2 primary ones that I visit, but I am on the other ones as well.
And you have a whole host of other videos where you share even more strategies.
Oh, yes.
I absolutely love. So thank you so much, Arvi. These have been really great tips. And if you only apply a little percentage of what Arvi has shared with you today, you'll be even more successful than you think you're capable of. So thank you, Arvi.
Thank you, Cheryl.